Hello everyone and a very warm welcome back to my channel. So, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, the thumbnail or the contents in front of me, today we are making a cake. Tomorrow, well, not for you lot, but for me, tomorrow is one of my absolute best friend's birthday. I'm not told her yet, but I'm making her a cake. Or 2 cakes, technically. But I'm making her a cake. We have a lovely kitchen today because my lovely nan let me borrow her kitchen. I love you, nan, when you're watching. We have everything you could ever want, more icing than I probably need, a mixer, all the ingredients, all the decorations, all the everything. But for the start, we're going to start with actually making our cake batter. So let's go in with that. Right, so today I'm actually making a cake from scratch. I know, it's a little bit risky, but I'm using a good recipe from a TikTok baker. Her handle is From Scratch Baker. I don't know if you've heard of her or not, but I'll put her tag up here. And I'm using her recipe. I've heard good things and I've been following her for quite a while. So I'm gonna pray that this recipe is good. So I have here a little bowl, which is going to be where all my measurements go on, and then the big bowl, which is where all my other measurements are going to go on. Well, the wet ingredients, dry ingredients. You know what I mean? So first things first is the wet ingredients, or I guess for now the butter and oil. So if I keep looking here, this is my iPad. iPad holds the recipe, so I will be referring back and forth everywhere. But for now I know that we're starting with 160 grams of butter. Now I've gone all out, guys. I bought the Best for Baking butter by Asda. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Right, so I need to turn this weigh scale on. She's on, right. What unit is this though? Grams. I've got it. Okay. So I'm going to get out a little spoon. This will do. And we're going to measure 160 grams of butter. It's been out of the fridge for a while because I know it has to be quite what do you call it? I don't know, but a bit melted. But I don't want it to be fully melted. So let's go with 160. That was 79. 154. That was close. So about 6 grams. Do you think that's way too? That's way more than 6 grams. Yeah, that was way more. Oh, it was 165. Look at that. 161. 60. It's fine. It's fine. Right. So there's 162 grams of butter, and then I think it is 90 grams of vegetable oil. So I didn't really know if you could do like grams to milliliters, but you can. So I'm gonna do, I think it's about 97-ish milliliters. So I'm just gonna do just under 100. That was a bit much, just a bit over 100, hold on. That looks about right. So that goes, I'm going to take it off the scale now. That goes in with my butter. Appetizing, right? Am I right? Okay, what's next? And 250 grams of caster sugar. Right, let's get it back on the weigh scale and zero it. Zeroed, lovely. We have caster sugar. How much was it? 250 grams. I think this is where you like mix this all together before. It's where you mix it all together before you put all the flour and that in. In we go. I have to be careful because I can't take it out because it's going straight into oil. Right, 250. Ooh, okay, that's 57. Okay, that's fine, that's 251. So that is perfect. So I have to mix this now. I'm gonna put it in this bowl because this is my mixer bowl. And we're going to give that a good old whisk up until smooth. This is the fun part. Ooh, that wasn't very fun actually. I should have just done it all in this bowl. Silly, silly. Right, let's use a spatula to get the rest of this mixture out. Oh, it looks like a slushie. That would probably taste horrible. Oh! Oops. Right, that's all out of that. And I'm going to whisk this up until smooth. So in my mixer over here, turn that in. Should I bring it over here for you lot? No, you don't need to see. So I'll be back when that's a whisked up and smooth. So that's all mixed, and I wanted to be really careful because apparently, like, if you over mix butter, it will go all like weird. I don't know. I saw it somewhere. Guys, I feel so like cool to have an electric mixer because I've never had one of these before. Obviously, I've used this one, but like I've never had one to myself. I've just realised as well, this is like a tutorial for you lot. If you ever fancy baking a cake, you know, if all turns out well, we don't know yet, if all turns out well, you know, you've got a recipe to refer to. This is no longer a what not to do. Look smooth to you lot? I think so. Next up on my list is cracking 3 eggs. We can do that. No shell, no shell, no shell, no shell. We're not going to get any shell. Knock on wood. We still need that. I don't know why I'm thinking over there. 3 eggs. I used to have to crack it with one hand, but I'm a bit nervous to do that because I don't want to get any shell in this. I did it. I did it. Let's do it responsibly this time. Again, and no shell, no shell, no shell. Oh my god, I did it. I'm such a pro. Okay, I did it. Oh, vanilla. Oh, I love vanilla. Oh, I've got egg white on my side. Hold on. Vanilla. It's my favourite bit anyway. This is the good vanilla as well. Like the snazzy one. Oof. Smells gorgeous. I'm going to say about that much. Yeah. Isn't vanilla extract like alcohol? It is. Knowledge. Right, what's next? Mix it again until it's smooth. So we'll be back when this mixture is yet again all smooth. Apparently I needed milk. I didn't know that. I forgot. 100 grams again. I'll just do 100 and something. I'm just gonna do 100 milliliters of milk. Is that 100? Oh my goodness, I just eyeballed that and it's practically perfect. In she goes. Gorgeous. Next, and 450 grams of self-raising flour. I have self-raising? Yes. I thought I bought plain flour on accident. But I didn't, so all is good. Oh my gosh, we had some trouble getting the oven on. There was almost no cake, no video, no nothing. So my nan has a gas oven. Not familiar, I don't have one of those. I've got an electric one, right? So we're just trying to do the little clicky thing, goes, you know, if you have a gas oven, you know, you turn that one and the fire, right? There was no fire, there was no clicking. We was like, oh no, we can hear gas and we can smell it. So we're like, why is it not working? But we've got it on. I'm so happy we've got the oven on. Anyways, flour, 450. Oh, little bit over. Okay, that's perfect. I have a sieve. Sieve? I have it. Do we use it? I feel like we should because we have it, you know? I guess it's just like, because this is going to be, the ratio is a bit off. So we just, oh, okay. You know, I never really understand why people do this. Like, oh, I guess it just makes it come out a whole bunch smoother. You don't get any lumps. Like, I used to watch cooking videos when I was little. And I was like, why aren't they just pouring it in? mean, half of it is just falling in anyway because the bowl's too big. Oh my god, it looks like snow. We don't get much snow here in the UK. You know, you get your sludge every now and again, every other winter. Right, that's flour. What do we do now? And then it's mixed and then we're done. I don't want to put that straight in the mixer though because it will go everywhere. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put it in the mixer very slowly and then we'll see what happens. Yet again, I'll be back when this is all mixed. Right, we're back with fully mixed up mixture. Ta-da! I know, right? It looks gorgeous. I was a bit worried because obviously I'm making a pretty large cake, right? Well, not like one large cake, I'm making 2 cakes. So there needs to be quite the amount of cake for quite, like, you know, big tins. This is tin. And I needed to fill up 2 of them. I was going to double the mixture, but then I was like, well, I'm not too sure. I have this much, so cross my fingers I've not got to do that again. I'm just going to half it, put it in the tray, and we'll see how it goes. The mixture looks lovely though. It looks very gorgeous. Very fluffy and sorts. I mean, come on, we all knew it was going to be good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grease the tin and then put the paper on, just to make sure absolutely nothing gets stuck. And then I'm going to put my paper back in. How clever is this look? So you do like slits, and then it just slowly and neatly folds in. How incredibly clever is that? Am I right? Or am I right? Now half of this goes in. That looks lovely. I'm just going to do like scoops, I think, and then smooth it out. If it's not enough, I'll use that more of it. But looking like a hefty amount. Let's smooth this out. Because these cakes, they don't need to be too thick, but I don't want them to be thin. You know what I mean? If I have to make another thing of mixture, it is what it is, you know. Let's just see if we don't before we do. I reckon we might have to. So I don't want them to be like pathetically thin, do you know what I mean? Like you get like a sliver of cake, it's about that thick. Yeah, we're gonna have to do batch number 2. That's fine, I have to wait for this one to cook anyway, and I would have just been waiting for ages, so we can do 2 batches. I'm gonna get every last bit out because in the wise words of Harry Rota Shaw, don't waste the mixture. Insert clip.
Mixture!
We don't have time to waste.
Lads!
Scrape it out, scrape it out, scrape it out.
Don't waste the mixture!
That's why I have une spatula to get all that goodness out. I just flicked a bit and it went on my iPad. I know. Right. Can't waste the mixture. Right. Are we happy? I am. This batter looks gorgeous. Like it just looks like, oh. Do you know what I mean? No? Okay. You know what? It will level up on its own in the oven. Right, so this is going to go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. In that time I'm going to make batch number 2 and then I'll be back when we probably have 2 lovely cakes sitting here. So I'm going to get this in the oven. Yeah. For the oven. I'll see you when we have 2 cakes sitting here. Hello. So I'm back with 2 cakes out the oven, all done. They look lovely. They also smell really nice. So what I have to do before I start prepping my icing is cut them into shape. Also, I realised I hadn't explained. So what I'm doing is cakes in the shapes of numbers of page. So I'm going to do a 1 and a 6 and then put them together. They'll look cool. I also made a simple syrup, which if you don't know is just water and sugar, to put over the cake so they stay nice and moist and delicious for tomorrow. So I'm actually not very sure if I'm allowed to show a massive knife on YouTube. I'm gonna bet no. So I'm gonna put a little bit of syrup on each And then once that's done, I'm gonna have to hold you lot for a bit and cut the cakes out. You know what as well, oddly, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I certainly can. This cake looks bigger than this one. They have the exact same amount of ingredients. God knows, honestly. I don't know what happened, but whatever happened, happened. Now I have uneven cakes. But I don't think you'll really be able to tell that much. I mean, it's not that obvious, I don't think. That is good. So, now that that's done, I'm gonna cut them and then I'll be back when they're cut and when I'm prepping my icing. Okay, so cakes are all cut. They look really cool. I think I did a pretty good job. Considering I didn't have stencils, I just went for it with a bit of tracing of like bowls and stuff. It's worked pretty well. Now time to oh yeah, can't forget the mountain of cake scraps in front of me. We're gonna put these off to the side. I'm sure they'll probably get eaten anyway. I saw this TikTok. This lady, she got like the classic Bay crocker, put it in the mixer, and it like whipped up into lovely like proper whipped icing. It looked gorgeous. So I'm gonna give that a go. I have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. There's one over there. 5 tubs of icing. So we have a lot. I'm not going to use all of it, but we have a lot. So bowl, and I'm going to put. I might start with 3 tubs because I don't want to waste anything. This is a half full one that my nan opened the other day. Because you know what? I will make my own cake, you know. Usually I do use a Betty Crocker mix because it's convenient, it's easy. I cannot make my own icing because I can't figure out how to make any other icing. Like I've searched up recipes that are not buttercream or very difficult. I can't, and I hate buttercream. Ugh. I really don't like buttercream. And it is perfect if you don't like buttercream. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 tubs. I am gonna do 3 because I'm just looking at this. It looks like a lot, but the last time I did one of these cakes before for my friend. Although they were a bit bigger, I used 2 tubs and ran out, and I had to run to the little shops and go buy another tub that I only did end up using half of, but I've basically got 2.5. So it should be perfect actually. But this is a lot of icing, and anything that's left I'll just put it back in the tubs and back in the fridge. Which should work. Lovely. Same thing. Nobody really wants to hear the mixer, so I'm gonna pop this in the mixer and I'll be back when it's all whipped up. To that lady on TikTok, you are a genius. Oh, just look at this. That is one of the best hacks I've seen on TikTok. It like it like tripled in size as well. Oh, and look, it's so much whiter. Oh my goodness, lady on TikTok, you're a genius. Genius. Right, so I've got my piping bag and I've got my little glass. I do need another spoon though. Right, I'm gonna fill this piping bag up with white, fill another bag up with white, and then we'll do the blue. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Let's twist that. And then when I'm ready to use it, I'll cut the bottom. Do my... Yeah, it should be enough. I mean, looking at it, right. Piping bag number 1. Let's go on to piping bag number 2. Hello. I want something similar to like a navy, but I don't have navy food dye. Yeah. Silly that, isn't it? Because I couldn't get it in time. So I have blue and black. And according to colours, if I mix those together, it should make navy. Very celestial. That's the theme I'm going for, by the way. If I've not written that in the title, I'm going for a sort of like celestial vibe with this cake. want it to be, yeah, like that. Boop. Right, piping bag number 2. Do we have enough? Oh, we can get more than that. Sorted. See it, say it, sorted. And these are pretty good food dyes as well. They're not like expensive, but they're not cheap ones. So, hope that looks dark as well. That looks promising. I'm gonna put the mixture, or divide whatever's left into 2 bowls, because I want one a darker blue and one a bit of a, not lighter, but like lightish blue. Like I want one to be really dark and one to be like dark. Do you know what I mean? Also, you know what? I find it really funny because I reckon my best friend, who I'm making this cake for, she's probably gonna watch this video when it's out, and she's gonna be like, oh, Layla, that's so cute. I can't wait to see what she thinks tomorrow, because she doesn't actually know. It's technically a surprise. Also, I just love being in my nan and granddad's kitchen because my nan, she really likes Cath Kidston, or like she always used to buy lots of Cath Kidston stuff. This spatula is Cath Kidston. That tea set up there, Cath Kidston. There's 2 bags down there, Cath Kidston. Just love it, you know? It is really pretty though. I do love the sort of style, the flowers and all that. She always has Cath Kidston plates. I love them. They're very lovely. Right, enough of that. So, this one's going to be my super epic mega dark one. This one's going to be the not so darkish one. Let's put some blue in and see how that mixes first. I feel like such an old woman. I feel like such an old lady. What do you mean I'm getting excited over the consistency of icing? Okay. It's fine. Oh wow, oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Right, so that's just blue on its own. And I did put quite a bit in, so. But I fear this isn't gonna do much. I don't want electric blue, I want like navy. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to add some black in here. Or just baby blue. That's not the aim. Do you know what I mean? Pretty colour, not what we're going for. Alright, I'm gonna put more in, but this time more blue before it runs away, and a little bit of black. Right, more. This isn't even as dark as I want that one to be, so we've got a long way to go. It's now looking promising, guys, to say the least. It's still very light. Okay, let's hope that this now is a nice colour. If not, well, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? The stars will make it look cool regardless. Okay, this looks so cool. Oh my god. Like, just tell me that doesn't look sick. That looks so fun. It also looks very unhealthy. Oh well. Let's leave this one for now and give this one a mix. This one is actually darker. Maybe because there was less. But then again, I've not mixed in all the white yet. Okay, change of plans. This is the dark one. They're actually very similar in colour right now. I literally just made the same colour. Okay, I've decided that one is a little bit darker, so I'm just going to put a lot of black in and hope that it's alright. What I might do though, just to ensure that there's definitely a good enough amount of colour difference, I might put some of the white back into this one, make it a bit lighter. Right, let's mix that up. Possibly not as navy as we would have liked, but let's fill these. I need to put the piping tips in first. That would have been a mistake, could you imagine? You know what, the gold and like all the sprinkles will probably take over from the blue anyways. And the gold is the main attraction, you know, the gold is the whole point. Because the whole point of cake is like the taste, right? You know what I mean? There's no point in having a gorgeously decorated cake that tastes horrible, you know? Right, enough waffling, let's get this over with. Oh, no, don't do that, okay. Ta-da! That's that colour. last one. I'm actually very worried about this not looking like perfect. If you know me, you probably know, a bit of a perfectionist. You know. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna sort these bowls out, scrape out any extra icing before I carry on, otherwise it's gonna get on my nerves, just them sitting there. The space is a bit more clean now, so what space to start decorating? First things first, I'm gonna do like a white pipe. So I didn't use a tip for this one because it's just dots. Alright, so what I do, I'm gonna make sure that this is nice and tight first and just do a bit of a test dollop. Perfect. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. That's gonna go all along, all up, and yeah, I'll probably speed this up. Gorgeous! That looks lovely and coated with my little dollopy thingies. One and done. Now let's go on to the sinks. I still have some left in here, so I'm gonna use whatever's left in this, then move on to my second bag so I don't waste any. This is very difficult actually. I guess I should start with the circle, like do outward circles, and then go with that bit. Okay. Lovely. That's the white. Now we're gonna go on to some of our patterns. So blue. I'm just gonna do random swells. Dark blue first, then I'll do the lighter blue. Right, let's test the dollop. Oh, that is such a pretty piping tip. Oh my gosh. That's lovely. I'm gonna do a swell. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna do little dollops though. This is really cool. It looks really cool. I'm really happy with this. And then this one as well. Okay. I know I didn't need nearly as much icing as I thought. A bit bummed by that. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna put it somewhere and keep it. Maybe I'll make a cake in the near future, or I'll make cupcakes soon, and then we have that. Right, next colour. This is a gorgeous piping tip as well. Alright. Okay. Cool! I'm happy with the way that these look. Very fun. Now it's the best part, my favourite. All of the decor, all of the icings, all of the everything. I'm gonna start with these, the chocolate stars, because they just seem the most fun. There is 12, so each thing gets 6. 3 milk, 3 white, 3 milk, 3 white. My friend, she really likes stars, so this is very her, I would say. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1, 2. I might not put 3 on that one, and then 1. Yeah, because it looks like enough. You don't want to overcrowd it, because then everything else won't like have its moment. I also have these gold pearls. I think will look really nice. So let's get those on. Then see it again, 12. So each cake gets 6. These I'm going to try and put really randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They look very uniform. So much for random. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like it. Gorgeous, all of it. And now I have just lots of other bits. I have these silver pearls, which I think will look really cool as well. I used to like love eating these when I was a kid because I feel like these look so inedible, which makes me want to eat them more. It's odd, but like I feel like, I don't know, people agree with me or people just think I'm nuts. Like, I'm liking this vibe so far. It does look rather boyish, but I'm not happy about that. But when I put all the gold on, I should hopefully spice it up a bit. Okay, there's the silver bits and bobs. I have white pearls as well, which I think might be a cool little addition. You have to work quickly because when the icing starts to set, the sprinkles won't stick, so. And then these as well, which is a mix of everything I've just used really. But they look really cool. There's like some silver stars that I definitely want to use. Oh, cool. So I'm just looking at it. Looks cool. I feel like I could have done with more blue. Dang it. I should have made the base colour blue. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is now. I am actually just going to put some more blue in the middle. Let's get a few of these sprinkles out. I love these. I don't know if you can see them from tiny silver stars. How fun are they? Right? Okay, it actually looks really fun. I really like how fun this looks. Cakes look really cool at the minute. So I have gold spray, gold paint, gold edible glitter, and a paintbrush to like flick the gold on. I'm going to start with the gold spray because that's my favourite. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see it, but like the particles of glitter are just floating in the air. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see that, but I definitely can. Goodness gracious. Am I covered in glitter? I am. Well, that's what you get for working with glitter, I guess. Cool. Definitely a lot more fun now. Last little thing I'm probably going to do is just add some splashes of this gold edible paint. Did I forget to mention it was edible? Wow! How pretty they look. Very nice. I'm really happy with the outcome. I thought I was going to be really sad. And I thought I wasn't going to like it. But I think they look really cool. For the ending little bit, I might just have to add a tad bit more blue to really make the blue stand out. Okay, no, yeah, that looks really nice. The blue stands out a lot more now. I'm just going to add a few more little tweaks. I'm very close. And I'll show you when they're done. Okay, so it's the day after and I'm just getting ready to go to the party. And I actually forgot that I hadn't shown you properly the cake. So I'm going to show you now and I'm going to pack it up in its box and that'll be it. Ta-da! This is the cake. What do we think? Do we think pretty cool? Do we think super epic? Whoa! I need to get it off these horrible bits of paper, put it on a new sheet of paper and then put it in the box. And then I'm ready to go. Okay, the cake is in the box. It's such a stress because like if anything goes wrong, everything goes wrong. But luckily it's in the box, it's all good, it's fine. It looks really cool. So I'm going to show you in the box and then I'll say goodbye. All in its box, I just need to fold it over and then it's ready to go. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making and decorating these cakes. Subscribe if you can, please. I'd really appreciate it. Please. Please. Okay. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all so much. Bye 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 bye.